Hey, I'm Latia, and I feel like it's so interesting the way people take things. Like, recently I was having a conversation with a coworker, and I tend to have a lot of people get annoyed with me or upset with me or be weird towards me. Like, a manager was like, 6 out of 6 people will never work with you again, and my dad would say mean things when I was growing up, and I'm just really used to people giving me like negative, ridiculous feedback where they're just jerks. And so I was just like talking about it, and I mentioned something about how this lady told me about astrology, and she's like, as a Scorpio, you're the eighth house, you're very reflective of everyone, so a lot of people don't like you. It's like you gotta reflect what they like about themselves or what they don't like about themselves. And so I like casually mention this because I'm just ranting like I do. And at some point, this person is like, well, maybe you need to consider your audience and not talk about divisive topics like astrology, because astrology is like made up and is generalizations and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I can tell this person is legitimately triggered because I'm feeling it in my chest like, bitch, why are you so mad? Like, I get it. Astrology isn't real. It's made up, like, whatever. But it's like, why are you so pissed off about it? Like, I could get it for something where I'm like, oh, religion, oh, this, oh, white fragility. But I'm like, you're literally like acting like I just like killed your baby over bullshit. And so like, it upsets me, but I'm just like, I'm not going to talk about this because like I don't even know where to begin with this nonsense. So I'm just like, cool, okay, cool. So I journal about it this morning, and I'm like, wow, it sounds like you need to like take responsibility for when you're triggered and like not try to project that onto me, because it's not my responsibility to keep you happy and pleased. Like, if you're upset and mad, that's a you problem. That's not a Latia problem. Like, yeah, I may have triggered you, but maybe it's for your own good. Like, really? I'm like, the only time I got like when I get triggered, I shut down. So it's like you do something, I'm like, oof, let me walk away and process. I don't go like, oh, let me act like I'm giving you life advice and trying to help you out, when what I'm really doing is expressing my rage because I'm irresponsible with it. Mine's more like, this guy showed me this white fragility training video, and I mean, it's like a parody of like what you're supposed to do. And it's like, basically, if you're a person of color and a white person wants to touch your hair, let them. If you want to talk about your promotion, don't say how much you make because you're probably making less than your white person. If you're from Belize and they think you're from Mexico, like, just let them think you're from Mexico, because like they're gonna get mad and upset and you have to keep them happy. And to me, I'm like, it's ironic that this is like a white guy like explaining to a black woman how to know your audience about astrology. And I'm like, I don't necessarily believe in astrology either. Like, I mean, I do know what my sign is, and I think I'm a dope sign, but I don't use it as like, wow, you should like really like not mess with me because I'm Scorpio. Like, no. But it's just like so interesting because I'm like, so I tell you my problem is I'm always catering to the other person, and then you say, actually cater a little bit more because like you've upset me with your astrology. Like, that's not logical. So I'm gonna negate the fact that you have a hard life experience and that I've admitted that people are abusive towards you, but like, because you mentioned astrology, I'm sorry, I can't be on your side. You're just too ridiculous. Like, what? Seriously? So like my whole like the facts are entirely negated by one like flippant comment that someone else told me. I was just like, wow, you're ridiculous. But sometimes people just take their crap out on me, and usually I just kind of take it and like whatever. But lately I'm starting to like just get really annoyed and upset. And like I didn't like tell this person anything, so I was just like, I can feel the triggering and upset happening, and I'm not touching it. Like, not my business. But it's just like, I'm a bit of a divisive person. Like, whether it's because I'm a black woman, I'm articulate, educated, kind of not the worst looking person you'll ever meet, or because I just talk about stuff that I hear. Like, I'm not always trying to get into a debate with someone. Like, I'm not debating whether the person's astrological comment was really valid or not. I'm just saying, like, well, this is someone else's explanation of it. Like, I don't know where it comes from. If I knew, I would try to fix it, because I'm a fixer. I want to be the best that I can be. I'm always like picking at like, what can I do better? What's going wrong? But it's like, some people get so caught up in their own drama that they can't be there for other people. And it just fascinated me because we were talking about how, like, I want to be a life coach, and he was like, oh, I wanted to be a therapist. And I'm like, it sounds like that's not a good path for you. Like, technology seems like a better fit, because it's like you can be a know-it-all and kind of an asshole, and people will let you get away with it. It's like when you're a smart white person in the tech field, it's like they always have something to prove. And it's like, I have nothing to prove. Like, I know I'm smart as shit. Like, you can't tell me I'm not smart. Like, my mom would tell me I'm so humble when I'd be like, wow, Mom, I'm so smart. Why won't they just listen to me? Like, seriously, it's so simple, and they're just making everything complicated. And she'll just be like, you're just like your dad. You don't get people who aren't as smart as you, or don't get things as fast as you do. And I'm like, I hear you, Mom, but like, seriously, it's like basic. Why? But I digress. I have chopped it up with my friend. He made me laugh about it. My bestie, out on deployment. And you know, I'm just kind of tired of always trying to like keep other people comfortable in my presence, because it's like sometimes I'm the injured party. Like, I work hard, I do my best, I'm very honest and expressive. And if you get triggered by it, like, you're welcome. You probably needed to be triggered. Like, have fun with that. That's what my life is like. I get triggered all the time. Like, I walk on the subway sometimes, I'm like, ooh, I feel weird. I like walk down the street, especially in Utah. That was such a weird experience. It's just like some people would just look like, oh, what is that? Ooh, like, oh my gosh. Like, it's like, why are you guys like being so weird? I'm a person. Like, yeah, I'm darker skinned than you are, and you know, I look different instead of like all the blonde people or whatever. But it's just like, people are people. Like, why do we take things so seriously? It's like, why must these things cause arguments? Why can't it just be a random like thought, a random thing I heard, a random thing I picked up, a random thing of interest? Like, it's like people just take things so seriously and deeply, and it's like, what? Like, it's not hurting you. Why must it become a divisive topic? Like, why can something casual be divisive? Like, I can see if it were religion, I could see it for politics, I could see it for race, especially as a black woman. It's like race. Like, I work with a lot of white people. It's a very white company, and it's not a bad thing, but it's just like, there are just things that they do that, like, culturally, I just don't understand. There are things they ask for, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, there's just a disconnect. And it's not like, it's annoying, it's a challenge, it's a lot to deal with, because it's like they're just needy and demanding, and it's like, I'm one person, I'm still learning. Like, calm down. But I'm also not that expressive sometimes. Like in my day-to-day, like, I'll tell you, like, I don't care. But at work, it's like, all right, I am annoyed, I would like to punch you in the face, but I gotta be professional. So how can I express that I need you to back the fuck off me without using those words? I usually come up short, and that's why I just say nothing, and I'm like, let me just fall back and like get my headspace together before I like tackle this stuff. But yeah, it's been a week. It's been an interesting week, interesting few days, and yeah, I'm just expressing myself today. But I'm excited about changes that I'm making in my life, and I'm tired of trying to keep other people happy and calm, because no, that's not my job. Like, it's not my job to keep you happy and keep you okay. That's your own job. Like, I deal with my stuff, you deal with your stuff. Like, we're all adults, and if you're not, like, I will be responsible around children. I do the best I can. But it's like, why do we have such like fragile people? Like, they just can't manage their own stuff. They make it a you problem, not a me problem. And it's just like, I'm not going to let it be my problem anymore. I'm tired of that. Like, I've let a lot of things that aren't my problem be my problem, and I'm kind of done. So, you know, I'm at the start of a journey of setting healthier boundaries and honoring my truth and getting what I want. And it's been fun. And I know I'll keep growing and ranting and sharing and figuring things out. But at least I don't think life is just hard. Like, there are hard things that happen and challenges, but like, I'm so glad to be alive. All right, have a great day.